Hello together and welcome back to my next weekend report about the financial markets. My name is Jens and I'm here to talk with you about S&P 500, US oil, gold and Bitcoin and analyze it via price action. I have now 7 years experience in the markets since I bought my first Bitcoin in August 2017 and I hope you get some useful stuff out of this video. Let's start directly with the S&P 500 index. If we look at the S&P 500 on the weekly time frame, where each candlestick represents 1 week of price action, we can see that we are still in an uptrend. We had one impulse, one correction, a second impulse, a second correction, and now we are in the third weekly impulse to the upside. If we drop down to the daily, we can see it in more detail. There you can see that the third weekly impulse to the upside already made one daily impulse, one daily correction, and now we are in the second daily impulse. There's the possibility that this impulse comes to an end now and we see a smaller correction. If we go down to the 4-hour time frame, we can see it a little bit better. There I have drawn a 4-hour blue dotted uptrend line that's about to get broken to the downside, and also MACD seems to cross to the downside, which is normally a bearish signal. So be prepared that maybe price will come a little bit down and finds support around the daily uptrend line in white and the last all-time highs here. That would be also a good spot to get positioned, if not yet, but make research by yourself. I'm overall bullish. What's not allowed to happen? Not allowed to happen that we get with price below the daily uptrend line in combination with this daily support and resistance zone. If we got below this, make a retest and break the retest to the downside, that would be a pretty bearish sign and would probably cause that we will see prices declining till the last all-time high back in 2021. That's it for S&P 500. Let's switch to the weekly and US oil. You can see in red a monthly downtrend line and the monthly support and resistance zone both got broken to the upside. After that happened, price moved into a weekly consolidation zone and I was able to draw an orange weekly downtrend line above this price action, and lately price was able to also break that to the upside and after that moved into a daily correction. At the moment price gets supported by the 200 moving average, which also acted previously as support for price. If we drop down to the daily, we can see my daily downtrend line that, like predicted, got broken to the upside. And like I said in my last video, on the 4-hour time frame, I would buy my first position, 20% of my account balance, into US oil if we see price rise above this smaller 4-hour consolidation zone. At the moment price gets supported by the 200 moving average, and so I expect that this outbreak will continue to the upside further. Where are possible targets? Possible targets are first the high of this last correction, so $87 per barrel, and my overall target would be at least $95 US, and from there we will see how price behaves. I will update you on that in my future videos, so like and subscribe so you stay updated. Gold also on the weekly time frame, what can we see? We can see that we are monthly and weekly in an uptrend and that price was able to break this often tested support and resistance zone, or at least in the past resistance zone, to the upside, and since then price skyrocketed. Now price starts to formate some bearish signals like this double top, and MACD is crossing to the downside. On the daily we can see MACD has drawn a divergence to price, so also bearish sign, and price broke the daily uptrend line to the downside, also a bearish sign. So overall I expect the price will decline further, maybe to this daily uptrend line in combination with the daily support and resistance zone, at least to the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement would be my expectancy. and from there on I would think about collecting some gold ounces for my YouTube portfolio. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see price was able to break this 4-hour blue dotted downtrend line to the upside, but price directly reversed. So I think it's a fake out, and then we will see price continue for below the support. Support gets resistance, and from there on continuing lower. The other possibility is that we will see gold ranging further and that we never see a steep correction. That would be a little bit harder for me to get in with my first position in gold, but I keep you updated also on that. Last but not least, Bitcoin. Bitcoin on the weekly time frame in absolute bullish mood, still rising. We are at all-time high territory, but it seems like price has also cooled a little bit down after the steep rises, and we look more in detail on it on the daily time frame. There we can see that we are moving in this range between this daily support and resistance zones, and I thought first that this daily downtrend line is a correction. After the break, I bought my 20% of my account balance into Bitcoin, and I thought that we probably will see rising prices after that and new all-time highs. That wasn't the case. I think it's more range bound here, and I also predicted that price will move from here further down, and so price did. I was able to draw this for our blue dotted downtrend line. We are below the 4-hour support and resistance zone and also below the 200 moving average. I think price will continue declining a little bit, but my expectancy is that price will find somewhere around this area support, and from there on we will see Bitcoin bottom out, and from there again rising prices. What's not allowed to happen, it's not allowed to happen for Bitcoin to fall below this daily support and resistance zone in combination with the weekly uptrend line and the 200 moving average. A decline below that, retest and a break of this correction to the downside would be a really bearish sign, and I have to think about at that moment about selling position, but as long as that isn't happening, I more thinking about getting a huger position in Bitcoin around that area for a cheaper price. Comment your own views on Bitcoin, share it with me and the community, and we can discuss about that. I wish you all a great weekend and a good start in the next week. We hear and see us next time. Bye bye.